What's up, guys? It is the next day. Got the shop all cleaned up. Look at this. Look at how much room we have for activities in here, at least this side. Bikes are all hidden behind the cobwebs and things for the party, but we have this. Amazon just showed up. This was supposed to be here yesterday. It was not. So the only thing I'm really waiting on now was this carb support, which hopefully will work, and a choke cable, which was also supposed to be here yesterday, but is not. So, this is what they give us. It comes with hardware, which is kind of nice. We can grab a 1/2 inch and a drill. And we'll slap this on. I do need to put air on that front tire too. I just checked it, it's like 10 PSI. I thought it felt a little heavy. We'll yank this guy off of here. And fingers crossed this fits. I have a gasket, but I'm not overly concerned. We're not putting the air cleaner on right now. We can later. But this, holy cow, this might actually work. Maybe. Carb's a little crooked. That's okay. Does this come with the little screws? No, this only comes with the motor mount screws. So let me find some hardware for the carb. I don't remember what size that is. And this is going to be kind of goofy and janky, but we're going to figure something out here. So let's get our carb set. I'm just taking the hardware from the other one. Well, I guess we could just throw 1/4-20s. That would have worked too. This might not be perfect, but it'll be good enough for what we need it for. We also still have a push throttle cable, not a pull throttle cable, which is kind of unfortunate. This kit's kind of nice. Comes with a spacer for this to fill up the gap, so it'll work on a air manifold or a bleeder. Oh my God, a breather manifold or a non-breather manifold. That's helpful. A couple different spacers actually. Probably throw a washer on there too, but that's okay. Got one bolt in. So we'll tighten this down. It should be close enough. Man, that's definitely sealing up tighter than the other one. I think I might actually put a washer behind there and grab my 1/8 inch, and we'll tighten down 2 of the screws for the carb support. I was hoping we'd be able to try and rig something up and make the air cleaner work too, but I'm not seeing that happening right now. That's okay though. We're just trying to do a quick shakedown run in the cold. First leather jacket ride of the year. This is actually my favorite season for riding. Damn it. Come on now, we're burning daylight. One, there's 2. We only need 2 bolts, I think. Just like that. I was hoping I'd be able to get this thing to mount up on here. It'll work, but we got to re-drill some holes. Which we have a gasket for. So basically I got a backing plate for the old butterfly. We'll just lay this on here, re-drill new holes, and then we'll swap all that over at a later date. But I want to take this thing out for a ride. So let's see if we're lucky enough to have this thing fire up today. Ooh, let's do the air in the tire real quick too. Put enough in to roll this around and get it on the trailer, but not enough to actually do anything. I would imagine a bike with actual suspension, I can run some higher air pressures, unlike on the choppers I'm used to, so see. Jesus. It was lower than I thought. And we'll see if we can get it to fire up without a choke again. And then maybe I'll take you guys along for a ride. I don't know how much metal I have behind this gigantic fairing. I don't trust my GoPro magnet mount enough to put you on the fender or anything. I have ridden this once. It broke down about 8 or 9 times on a 2-minute ride to the gas station. Not broke down, it just kept dying. And we should probably check the rear too. Maybe. Check the rear if there's access to it, which there's not. Man, the steering's so much lighter at 35 pounds than it is at 10. Rear's good. 35 pounds in the rear's plenty. So, fire this up, then we'll throw the bags back on and take this thing for a maiden voyage with it actually running. So we still don't have a choke, unfortunately. So I'm gonna flood this thing with some gasoline. Look at that. No choke, so it's gonna cough and spit on me, I know that. Ice cold motor here. I never tightened up these motor mounts. I also have not hooked up the bows. Shit, that was the last thing I wanted to check. I don't remember if I capped the intake port. I would hope. Did I cap that thing? Oh, no. All right, so it is capped on the carb. My bad. I didn't pull that vacuum line off yet. It's only about 48 degrees right now, so she's a little stubborn and cold-blooded. I'm okay with it. Heat shield rattled off, so that's good. Thing was driving me nuts. Thing's just been banging around on there. Between that and this lifter block, this thing was just da-da-da-da-da. I didn't realize the brackets were broken on the back of that, but that's okay. So there's that. This one's on there, and then this lifter block. Full guy chrome that's gonna get cut out of there. So let's take this thing on a voyage. Oh, that squeaky noise, if you can hear it. the stupid bag mount. Now I'm excited. It's gonna be cold, but we'll be all right. Let me get prepped and then we'll go for a quick cruise. All right, well, just made it back. I meant to bring you guys along. I will do that later this week. GoPro battery was dying. It's been a minute since I filmed anything. In all honesty, I've been trying to get more caught up to real life time on editing videos. And I had a ton of stuff, and there's stuff I've been working on, but nothing really that great in my opinion. We've been jamming and messing with the Ultra Classic. Finally got all the parts, got the intake swapped over. Everything on that is working perfect. It's still running that massive Mikuni Mikuni intake on a 44 mil carb that we JB welded the fuel injection sensor port. So that's all there. It's working perfect. I have all the parts to swap it back over to a regular CV. I have a hard time taking apart a running bike when days are getting as short as they are. I think the time changes this weekend, so it will be perpetually dark from here on out. But we're up at the barn today and going through November 1st. Good day to do kind of winterization. It's chilly, but not too terrible. The Volvo is back, runs great, works great. It is, I don't know what that is. Is that leaking coolant? Might have to pop the hood and take a look at that, but got this back. Battery was stone cold dead. I've been fighting battery issues. Remember what I forgot from last year? Because I didn't until today. Well, when I picked it up, but yeah, we got full-on race car mode going. Remember that really shitty temporary fix I did last year with the flexi pipe because I couldn't get the right length of actual tube? That didn't last. So this might actually go over to my buddy's shop because I have all of our welding stuff up here. So hopefully they can help me out on that one. I just need like it's like 32 inches long. I measured at least. I don't know if I think it's 2 1/4, but it's straight shot. The only issue is there is no tube bung right up front that's also cut pretty short. So all the quick fix patches need to get repaired, and then that should be semi-ready for winter. I should probably put the blend doors and hook the rest of that stuff up so I can swap out that head unit for the HVAC controls so I can adjust things. But realistically, we're kind of at that point now where even in the dually, that's what I've been still driving. Man, I'm gonna save so much money on gas. But full blast heat in the morning and defrost, full blast heat, and then it's off in the afternoons. That's typically how that goes. I just filled up the tire in the truck. That bed is filled with a bunch of scrap metal and recycling bits. So much more room here. I'm sitting here thinking, why do we have so much space? Because the boat's now inside. This is going to be leaving, so I got a fan going on there. I just did the final winterize for that, got the motor mechanically winterized, so pink coolant all the way up, filled it up, both manifold and block side until it was pouring through, so we are all good on that. Nobody wants to crack a block. I got the little pockets for the engine bay open. Got the fan going on it tonight just because still got some moisture in there just from firing that up, running it. Pulled the battery out, so now we're in pretty good shape. And I think my buddy Dan and Mike, you've seen them in several other videos, but I think we're gonna be wrapping these, wrapping them tomorrow. They got one too, so we're just kind of get together. I'm filling this up with a bunch of stuff too. Since it's gonna be wrapped and in winter storage, we're gonna be bringing up, this is just boat stuff in this box, but all of the floaty and barn stuff that we use all summer long, I don't really need that. It's one more box I can get rid of. So jam all of that in the boat, set the board, set everything else up, and this cover will go in there. There's another one in the back of my truck I gotta throw in here. Get this all basically winter storaged And then once it's shrink wrapped, I'll bring it back here for a couple days until I empty all the garbage and scrap out of the back of the Ford. Then the Ford and the boat will both be leaving, so we're gonna have a ton of room for activities up here. And by ton of room for activities, I am hoping to get the trans out of the Falcon, put that torque converter in that I was so excited about and just have not had free time to do. And we got that 63 panel truck that I might try and limp over here so I can sit here over the winter. If I don't see it, it's up at Dottie's mom's house, and when it lives up there, I honestly forget that I even have that thing. But I'd like to get that here and kind of give the, time will tell on that. In a perfect world in my head, that makes sense, but we also still need to finish the KZ. I have all of the, I have almost all of the parts. I'm waiting on, I ended up ordering a new float for the one that was leaking. That should be here in a couple days. So we'll get that going. I gotta clean up all of my Harley carburetor conversion bits and then make a final decision for what I want to do for the Ultra Classic. That is not here. That's actually at my house garage because I have been riding the living crap out of that every chance I can get. I will say, as much as I'd rather be doing chopper things, jumping on a full dresser with leg guards and fairing, once we get into this part of the season, it's 47 degrees right now. When the sun's out, 47 feels great, especially on that. It does cut all of the wind that hits your legs and makes your legs get cold. So for right now, that's gonna sit at the house, and I will continue to ride that until we get a good snow, I think. Turnkey, starts right up every time. Got the choke hooked up on that CV. I do still want to play around with the carbs. I might go back to the stock one so I can keep the cruise control functioning working. But that's just from those videos. And then once we finish decobwebbing all of the Halloween party stuff, we can start thrashing on that mini bike because I need to get that done and off the lift. Really, I just need to go get some wheel spacer things and maybe a motor mount adapter plate where it allows you a little bit more slide for the motor, because I was planning on, I got to make wheel spacers for the rear, but to slide the motor over would definitely help me quite a bit. I'd much rather slide the entire motor over to the left than, well, maybe not. That exhaust might get in my, I don't know. I got to figure out something to align the sprockets on that. And getting the front end for this ironhead, we decided he does not want to go with Springer. He wants to do a hydraulic. So I got like, I think an 8-over narrow glide that I should be picking up tomorrow. And then we can start playing some more mock-ups on that. Still haven't ordered parts yet. I just need to finalize what exactly we need, and I kind of want to get the front end first so I can get a better visual before we start splurging on all the rest of the parts. So just kind of a run around day. I've been working on stuff, but nothing worth showing. Did a throttle cable swap on the Ultra just to make the CV work, but they're all temporary bits. So when we get back to the house, maybe I'll do one final walk around of everything that I've altered or changed to do the CV conversion on that. It's not perfect. There's still a million things I want to change, but I got some decisions to make in terms of what I want to do for carbs and orientations and things like that. But we'll do that when we get back to the house. Let me turn the heat on tonight. I don't really need it yet, but I do want to get it warm in here with that fan going, dry this thing out as best as possible, because moisture under a tarp for multiple months is not the best thing in the world. But we're just kind of hunkering down for winter mode things. Got a ton of stuff at the house too that I don't bring you along with, but stove took a crap, so I got to fix some stuff on our stove and some siding work, and it's miserable. As much as I know that winter is coming, once we get through that Halloween point, getting another party prepped up here for the Halloween party, which was a blast, then trying to do everything else. It's just not enough hours in the day. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.